Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about what I expect today. First of all, you should begin with 15 minutes of MenBean. I also want to make perfectly clear that if you have any dubious minutes you haven't made up or any minutes you haven't made up because you were absent, um, please make sure you do that before you walk into the room on Friday. You must have 45 minutes completed before you walk into the room on Friday. And if you're wanting not to take the Choose All That Matters quiz on next week, then you definitely need to catch up on anything that was missed while you were absent, and you need to fix those dubious minutes. I'll also be checking to make sure you did the MemBean today, and I'll be entering notes if you do not. Then finally, you'll spend the majority of the class mapping out your argument paragraph in response to the question, should we raise minimum wage? So you'll click on this. Sorry, I'm actually in the planner. Okay, so you'll click on the activity. Make sure you open up the instructions, because what I've done is I pulled everything from the parlay and I put it all here. So you're not going to do anything on a parlay. The reason that we're doing this is explained here. We are simulating a timed synthesis writing. Next week, you have your summative test for this unit. That test will include Common Lit style questions and a synthesis essay. So I want you working to get this done today in this time setting. Please read through this too. I absolutely don't want you using any new sources outside of the 5 that we've looked at. If you know something because you read the newspaper or listen to the news, but you don't remember the exact statistic, you can guesstimate on that. And here I explain how to do that. Like, I heard on NPR the other day that the unemployment rate is at an all-time high. Data like this further supports my claim that raising the minimum wage will blah, blah. So that's how you might finesse something that you know in your head, but maybe you're like, oh, I don't know that exact statistic. You can talk about it in a way that isn't as specific, but do not go anywhere else on the internet. The prompt that you are answering is, should we raise minimum wage? Why or why not? These are the only 5 sources you can use, and I also have them down here. But this is how you should be citing them in your paragraphs today. Here's a little background information about the last time minimum wage was raised. It hasn't been raised since 2009, and you can feel free to use anything in this section without citing it. Here are all 5 of your sources. In this paragraph, in these 2 paragraphs you're writing today, you are required to use 4 different sources. If you cite multiple times from one source, that's okay, but that's still one source. You would still need to cite from 3 more sources. Your sources are, again, this short video about the legislature in Florida who went on minimum wage. Here is information about a bill. It's really a news clip, and the text underneath is the transcript. Should we raise minimum wage is that 2-sided document that has a Democrat and a Republican discussing their views about whether or not minimum wage should be raised. This is one source, even though 2 people are kind of discussing their ideas in it, but this is considered one source, not 2. Serving in Florida, you read on Common Lit. If you haven't finished that, make sure you do that before you move forward. And the author's last name is Ehrenreich, which is how you would cite that. And then finally, 30 Days Minimum Wage is the documentary we watched, and you took notes on a note card while you watched it. You don't need to rewatch it. I've also included sentence stems, and you will receive a hard copy from the sub today. I've labeled the sentence stems according to the chart that you will be using to help you build these paragraphs and where to go to find sentence stems that can help you interact with the sources. Now, the four-part document, the chart that is attached here, I have edited since I first made this assignment. So the edited document is here. Be sure to start there and look over that. If you've already started working in the original one, that's fine. Just copy and paste the sections on this that might not be there. Additionally, I've included videos throughout since I'm not there to answer the specific questions I got in class yesterday. So there's a video to talk about how to write your claim. There's a video about the context section. There's a short video about the quote and paraphrase section. There's a video about the bounce section, and there is a video about the connection as well. And there's a short, like 40-second video explaining how to get everything from the chart into a section that looks more like an essay. And that's what you need to do today. If you are diligent and you do your very best and you still are not finished, the work that you do on your Google document should be saved. And again, you are going to be typing on this one, but if you opened it before I've edited it, then you won't have all of the support. So just keep that edited one open. It has clear instructions. It covers things in a way that are